Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expert Life, back with another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm not talking about miners today. I'm talking about this project that a whole bunch of people are jumping on the bandwagon with. It's called METAFI Yielders. Now I'm going to deep dive into what this project is about. I'm not going to say it's a scam, okay? So all those people that come here and leave nasty comments, I'm just telling you now, I'm not calling this a scam. All right, so if you are about to get into this, or you've seen this around, you've seen people promoting this, you might want to watch this video entirely to the end, and then you can make an educated decision. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This project, a lot of people are promoting it. It seems to be the MLM crowd that are pushing this one. There's a team building aspect to it. It's basically MLM, okay? And so I decided to look into this further because it's not something that I like to get into. I don't like anything MLM. I used to do MLM like 20 years ago, the old school way, and I just don't like MLM because of the bad taste that it left in my mouth. I'm not saying MLM people are bad. I'm just saying that it's a nasty place. It's not positive at all. It's a lot of negativity in there. Most of it's BS. Okay, it's just about the money and recruiting. That's all it's all about. That's how people get paid. So MetaFi Yielders. Basically, from what I've read from the website, it's saying that you invest your money, you're gonna get like 1 point something percent, 3%, depending on how much you bring in, how much you invest, right? So, and based off the videos that I've seen, and as I've been doing my research, here it shows about this guy Ryan. I actually know this guy. I don't know him personally, but I know him on Facebook, and he basically asks the CEO. So let's just roll that clip.
The use of, I guess, charting to make calculated algorithms, I guess, that allowed our system to borrow and lend very much like any other DeFi system or DeFi protocol using smart contracts. 3 weeks ago, basically, I registered the company. I spoke to a couple of friends of mine who basically helped me get started with that part of getting the people on board, and it's just been an amazing journey so far. Our system is very, very simple. We are not a finance market license provider. We are a software provider. It just worked so well. So then I started with, obviously, I think it was the Dragon, Crypto Dragon King. Then I met Jarul, and then yourself and a few other key players in the space, just because I don't know anybody in that space. I was a nobody, okay, working on a little gun in an office, and then all of a sudden this happened, and yeah, so here we are.
So in terms of your business going forward, does it depend on new members coming in, or can you be sustainable even with a member base that is in terms of low volume, or do you need new members as we grow?
No.
Okay.
No.
Look, and he basically says that the money's coming from the yield. Okay, so they have this yield farming going on, so they can pay this 1% or 3% a day. That's what they're saying. If you have a look at their website, you can find out more information and so forth. So what I did was I created an account just to see what was in the back end, and you know what is this all about? Because from what I can gather, I can't see anything about where the money is coming from. All this whole focus on the website is just about recruiting. Okay, it's all recruiting focus. There's no transparency with the actual how they're generating this yield. Let me just go to my account. You can see here there's no actual information on how they're producing this yield. They just say that they are, and you just got to take their word for it. All this is all focused about putting money in and recruiting. That's all that this is focused on. All right, and it's even showing you the withdrawals and the deposits. Some people put some big money in this, some big money. All right, so after looking at the these webinars, because you know this is like this guy here, whoever this guy is, Michael Day or something, his profile here, this is the only one that I could find on him, and this is just recently created. So this is him. He's morphed into a new name. I have this blog going back in 2012, and here he is talking about smoking.
Hi guys, Misha from Walawe TV and things that make you go Walawe.
Something to do with smoking, and he's having a rant about Perth. So apparently this guy, he's got here Perth, so he must live in Perth, because here it's got here as well, Perth. Just listening to him talk, in my opinion, I don't think he really knows anything about blockchain or anything like that. It's just my opinion, just the way he's talking. He's and ahhing all the time. It's not like he's clear, and it's not like he knows. It sounds like what he's talking about. Okay, so I do have a theory on this, but again, you know, I'll tell you that in a minute. So you know, if you go into the documents, this is probably the biggest red flag here. It's got this registration for Australia, company registration. Now I have a company. I am from Australia, and I have a company registration as well. You can get these online. You can even go through a third party to get these, and you can actually pay your company online. I think it cost me $1,800. I think it was. I can't remember. It was a while ago, but this registration here, I looked it up on the what they call an ACN, which is Australian company number, and it's not on the website anywhere. Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, 658-126-9. So this, to me, it just, I don't know. It's not on this. This is the official. Sorry, this is the ABN search, Australian Registry, and also I looked up ASIC, which is the official one. And when I looked up Meta Yield DeFi, there was nothing on ASIC. So this is the, if anything that is registered at a registered company, it will be here. Now maybe they haven't updated the database. You know, maybe that they just recently registered the company, and it's not showing. I don't know why it wouldn't show, because as soon as a company is registered, it should show up on the database here. So let's just go and have a look at putting the ACN in. And there's no ACN showing up. Either they haven't updated the database, I don't know, but it's, to me, it just seems really strange that they have got this document, and the registration is like on the 18th of March. Today is now March, April, May. It's over 2 months. It should be, or bit less than 2 months. It should be already on the ASIC database, and it's not. So that tells me there's something fishy going on. Now, if I have a look at the website, and you can't see it here, I have to get back out. If you go back down to the company address, right, this is here, and it's in Sydney. So the company is registered. This is the address here in Sydney. So I don't know, maybe it's his parents' place. I don't know. Okay, that could be possible, right? So I'm trying to I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here, okay? But if you had this document, right? This document here, right? When you register a company in Australia, you need to put down 2 directors, right? And you need to put down who are the directors and where your principle of business is. It can be at home. It can be at home because there's businesses that operate from home, but it'll be on this database. So by me not being able to look this up and then match it up with this address, which is what they claim on the website, that's fishy to me. Okay, but again, I'll keep on searching this until I can find it, and I might do a video up later. Okay, so to me, it just seems a little bit out of the ordinary. I haven't had a look at the website. Okay, the domain name. Usually, look, there's a lot of businesses that do make it private, so no biggie. But if it's a legit, why hide your information? If you're an Australian company, Australia has pretty decent laws, but it is what it is. I'm not going to say that this is a red flag, because people do have the private domain name all the time. Until I came across this article by Behind MLM, and Behind MLM basically reports on MLM scams. They've been doing it for years and years and years. They exposed all the scams. OneCoin, BitConnect, USI Tech, all the ones that are scammed, basically he wrote about it and they all came true. So this is an article, I'll put the link below. Again, I'm not saying this is a scam, I'm just saying that you guys do your own research, right? Basically he talks about this, and then he talks about, did this vlog here, which I just showed you before the video because I looked it up. It was about him talking about smoking in Perth. And he went by a different name, Nico Nicholas. Alright. I even had a look at Facebook, and I found this Nico Nicholas, and I found this really, really raunchy video of a lady getting a massage. She's like pretty much naked. So obviously this is not it's not him, but I enjoyed watching that video actually. Now let's move on, and then it just goes here. It talks about the history. It says here, Daya or Nicholas, a long-time resident of Perth, Australia. For reference, Perth is the western coast of Australia. Blacktown is Sydney on the eastern coast. Yeah. So sorry, I just assume you guys knew that. But yeah, Perth is like on the far western side, and the address that we talked about that is registered on the company is on the east side. So like I said, this could be maybe his parents. I don't know. Who knows if it's if it's real. So and then he goes on about the how he used to be a photographer, and that's fine. People go through these stages in life where they kind of reinvent themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, he's obviously reinvented himself as this guy, as a CEO of this company, right? Then it goes through this article, but what I found really intriguing was that this Behind MLM guy, he talks about that this is very similar to what they call a Russian Boris CEO Ponzi scheme, and what he's talking about is a lot of these Ponzi schemes were coming out of Russia, and they were just finding like they had Russian speakers to actually be the front men. Because this whole system, according to this, and to me it kind of looks like that. I'm not saying it's a scam because they haven't really scammed anyone, so it's not a scam per se, right? But what they do is they bring out these really flashy websites that look legit because they're relying on investors that are pretty much dumb, and they have these front men. Okay. I've seen this multiple times in crypto as well. They have this front men, so they use this as a legitimate. People think, hey, this guy's real, he's legit, but he could be just a paid actor. I've seen this many times in this space. Okay, and this is what now I don't know whether this is true or not, but that's what he's saying. He's basically saying that this guy is a paid actor, and he's just a frontman for these Russian Boris CEO Ponzi schemes. All right. And then it goes on and on and on, and then it talks about referral commission. So this is, again, like I said before, this is heavily based off recruiting, and then, you know, the more you recruit, the more money you put in, the more bonuses you get, and the more money you will get if they bring more people in. Because these Ponzi schemes, they rely on more money coming in, so then they can pay the old investors, right? So I'm not saying that this is it, but it just looks very, very similar to a BitConnect in my opinion. And look, I made a video about BitConnect at its height, all right, and it got thousands of views. I got thousands of hate comments, but I guess I was right about that one, right? But I'm not saying that this is a scam. I'm just saying that if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, I don't know. Maybe it's a duck. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is a scam now because they haven't technically scammed anyone. Okay? If we go to the website and we go, hang on, I got to get out of this. If we go to the website and we go to like help, and then we go to withdraw funds, and then we go, how quickly can I request? So here, what this basically means is there's a gatekeeper. To me, this is red flags because I've seen this many, many times before. For me, it's like, okay, you're going to join this thing, and there is a gatekeeper in front. It's not like it's on chain where you just click a button and like a smart contract and it gives you the money. No one can stop that because the contract's immutable. This is where someone needs to approve. So requests are completed ASAP during our working hours, normally completed within several hours, but it could take up to 24 hours. So there is a gatekeeper that is basically saying you're going to get paid. Now, if they can stop payments, they can do that because this is not on chain. It's not a smart contract. It's relying on a human to approve your withdrawals. And once the money starts, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that pertaining to this. I'm just saying in general how these Ponzi's work. Once the money starts drying up, they start to make excuses. I've seen this so many times. They make excuses on technical delays and we're having problems with the algorithm or whatever, right? Then they start to make excuses because the money is not coming in to pay out the people. Okay, and that is the biggest problem with this particular situation. You've got a gatekeeper there, and to me that's red flags. But again, I'm not saying this is a scam. I'm just saying you guys do what you want to do. Obviously, I have not joined this. Will I be joining this? Definitely not. But you can. Lastly, I just want to say this. Okay, so this is the roadmap. March, June. They're going to have this iOS, Android app, and then in November they're going to have a Singapore event. We're very, very excited about this big Singapore event in November, where we'll meet our investors worldwide, and then they'll open up offices in the Philippines and Singapore. And then they're going to have, in December, they're going to have real-time trading system integrated with the system of our investors. It's called a software trade platform and all that sort of good stuff, right? And this is what they're promising coming out at the end of the year. So, again, you guys do your own research, and whether they're saying that this is lending, they're saying that this is yield farming. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know. But the thing is, you've got to find out where the money's coming from, right? Because if the money's just coming from new investors, we all know how that works, okay? If you guys go into this, best of luck. That's all I'm going to say. I will get a lot of flack, probably from MetaFi DeFi investors. I will answer every single one of them, and I'll see you guys in the next video.